Merhaba. In the last video, we studied the basic sentence form in Turkish. You learned to say bu kitap, or in plural form bunlar kitap. And you also learned to make them negative. Bu kitap değil, bunlar kitap değil. Now you have a nice foundation to make basic sentences in Turkish. In this video, I'll talk about the questions. How to make basic questions in third person. There are two types of questions. The first one is yes or no questions. This means the question asks for yes or no answers. For instance, is this a table? Yes, it's a table. Or no, it's not a table. So you see this kind of question I'm talking about. The way to ask this kind of question in Turkish is going to require a question particle, which is m. It's an u type suffix, and it changes according to vowel harmony. It's either m, mi, mu, mu, according to the previous vowel, and it's written separately. Remember this, it's written separately because I don't want you to be confused when we learn different suffixes attached to the word, which might mean negative in the future. But right now, remember, question particle is written separately. And let me give you an example. So let's say we're going to say, is this a book? And in Turkish, it means bu kitap mı? Is this a notebook? Bu defter mi? You see that mı, mi are the question particles. And you see kitap mı, defter mi. It's changing according to vowel harmony. The last vowel of the preceding word is a for kitap, so that's why kitap mı. So the answer would be evet, bu bir kitap, evet bu kitap, or hayır bu kitap değil, bu defter. So you see, this kind of question is going to ask for evet veya hayır, yes or no answer. So you can make this sentence plural, as always. So you can say, are these books? Bunlar kitap mı? Evet, bunlar kitap. Hayır, bunlar kitap değil. So in the answer also, you're going to use plural then. All right. So this is simple. We're going to practice that later. But before we move on, let me tell you the second type of questions. These are the questions are going to ask for more information, and they need question words. And you know a couple already. The first one is ne, and this is what in Turkish. So what is this? Is going to be bu ne in Turkish. So your first question word is ne. Bu ne? Bu masa. Another question word is going to work exactly like ne is kim, means who. Bu kim? Bu öğretmen. O kim? O öğrenci. Another question you already learned. You see that you've learned quite a bit already. Nasıl means how. Hava nasıl? How is the weather? Hava iyi. The weather is nice. And this week you will learn one really useful question. Nereli means where is this person from? Nereli? O nereli? O Amerikalı. Or we can replace O with a name. Miki nereli? Miki Amerikalı. One more question word which is going to be used in this week is kaç. Kaç might mean how many or how much. In our case this week, we're going to use it for asking time. Time is saat. It's going to be saat kaç. What time is it? Saat 1. It is 1 o'clock, right? So we're going to use kaç also as question words. So we're going to use quite a bit of question words. All right, let's summarize what I talked about today. In questions, remember to follow the order in the sentence. The question sentence has the same word order as it is corresponding affirmative sentence. So bu ne? Bu kitap, right? Bu kitap mı? Evet, bu kitap. You see how it follows the same order. So remember that. A question word like ne, what, sits in the same position where the corresponding answer word would be. Like bu ne, bu kitap. So they're just basically replacing each other. So you see, you're going to put the answer to the place of ne. Bu ne, bu kitap. Finally, the question word ne, or any other question words that I talked about, always bears the most prominent stress in the sentence, or the rising intonation in the end. Bu ne? Can you hear it? Bu kim? Hava nasıl? Right? And get used to hearing the most important part of the sentence in the end in Turkish, as opposed to English, right? In English, you have the most important information in the sentence. For instance, I am a teacher. So the first, I'm talking about I, so it's the most important part of this sentence comes in the beginning. And in Turkish, it's going to be in the end. Okay, so remember that. And a question word is also going to come in the end then, right? These are the questions we're going to talk about this week and for a while until when we are ready to learn more. And we're going to practice in class. Görüşürüz.